I guess I'll start by just a quick response to some of that. The 25% that Harold is so quick to disparage is 100% higher than what the Conservatives had. So I'm surprised he'd be interested in spending so much time talking about Bombardier. When we were elected in 2003, that plant was down to 200 to 250 people. Mike Harris and the Conservatives in 1995 very publicly declared that we're not in the mass transit game. And about 6 plants that Bombardier owned had closed around the planet around that time. I'm not suggesting they were closing here, but who knows if they might have. We came into the 2003 election, and we made major commitments in that platform document that we were going to invest back in the mass transit game, and today there are 1,400 people working at that particular plant. I'm not sure where this economy and this community would be without those numbers. Let me just tell you a little bit about my personal experience and why I'm happy to be here with the Chamber and speak to the issues that you work so hard on. We know that small business is the backbone of the economy. I respect that greatly. I take it to work with me every day. I never forget it. I grew up in a small family business. Our corner store was open 14.5 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year for 9 years. My parents didn't have a pension plan. My parents didn't have sick days, and my parents didn't have holidays. And the family home was built on the back of the store. And from that experience, we very much took a work ethic that has carried us, I would say, forward for the rest of our lives. I've taken that for you to Queen's Park for the last 10, going on 11 years, and it's my hope that you'll support me and give me an opportunity to continue to do that work. I would say that if you took a step back and take an objective view at where this community was in 2003, and you take an objective view of where this community is today in 2014, I can't help but think that you could possibly come to the conclusion, no matter what political affiliation you have, that this community is far better positioned than it was in 2003 and for many years before that. The economy is relatively strong compared to most jurisdictions in Ontario, not just about Bombardier. We've diversified it as well. We haven't talked about the law school. We haven't talked about the creation of Thunder Bay Regional Research Institute, which has over 100 scientists working in it, that came with $15 million of support for that enterprise, which perhaps some of my friends to the right might consider corporate welfare. We've done our best on your behalf. We've been working very, very hard for 10.5 years, and I've been very proud to partner with my colleague Michael Gravel to work for you for the last 10.5 years. You know, being in government is much more difficult than being a member in opposition. I felt so lucky to be elected in 2003, and I felt doubly lucky to be elected not only in 2003, but to be elected into government. It's a holiday when you're a member in opposition, but you got to do the real work and you got to deliver for your community when you're in government. I think Michael Gravel and I have done that for you. Thank you.
Thank you.